Hey, what is up, guys? How's it going? This is Fergie here, and today, as promised, we are going to get into my very first informational video, the first video where I'll give you guys some tips, maybe something to help your play style, any play style really, and hopefully it will just overall improve the way you play the game. It will improve your KD, it will help you win more, etc. So today we're going to be starting a series where I kind of go over my favorite classes in the game. And I was thinking about doing this combined at first with 5 or 6 classes, going over all of them at once. But I figure I'd be able to get much more in depth with each class if I made individual videos, and that it would be a little bit more beneficial for those of you who maybe haven't gotten the game yet, haven't used all these weapons, who are looking for a good class to use. And that was kind of my way of thinking in this. So today we're going to be kind of having episode 1, I suppose. We're going to be talking about the Honey Badger. And you unlock the Honey Badger in Call of Duty Ghosts. You can unlock it right off the bat. When you create a character, you're given the option to pick several different class sets. And depending on which you pick, you unlock classes, or you unlock weapons, attachments, perks, etc. Based on that playstyle. Excuse me. So, the Honey Badger is unlocked, I believe, if you pick the Spec Ops class. You get it right off the bat. You don't have to pay for it. You get some attachments with it, etc. And it will really save you some cash. And if you want to get right into the game and hopefully get up a good KD, I don't know what you guys are going to want to do when you start playing the game, but this is a good gun to use as soon as you start playing. The Honey Badger is an assault rifle, and what makes it unique is that it has a built-in silencer. It is the only assault rifle that behaves this way, and I believe it's one of 2 or maybe I want to say 4 guns that have a built-in silencer, and it is the only assault rifle. And this is really important because when I play Call of Duty, I don't like people knowing where I am. So I almost always will throw a silencer on my gun so I can flank, so I can rush, etc. and tear up the enemy team without them knowing. The good thing about the Honey Badger is you do not have to use an attachment slot on the silencer. It's there no matter what. You can't take it off. So I guess for those of you who don't like silencers, this is not the gun for you. But it's always there, and you have room to put on 2 more attachments to improve further improve the weapon based on its weaknesses, but I'll get into that in a minute here. So right now we're going to actually take a look at my class. You can see here I'm already 2nd Prestige. I used this weapon through my entire 1st Prestige, and I managed to get it gold. Golding weapons in this game is actually pretty difficult. I think it's a little harder than Black Ops 2, so I'm pretty proud of that. It's a great gun, and I highly recommend it. So we'll look at the attachments here. There are lots of different kinds of sights in this game. The one at the end, I can't remember the name of it, but I recommend it a lot. It's kind of like thermal, but it's not really a scope. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's really nice. You can also put on extended mags, the FMJ kind of attachment. That's helpful as well. I do mix up this class myself. You can also put on a PDW if you're into using a secondary. I am not, however, because I like getting rid of that and the lethal and the tactical, so I can have 3 more perk points. That's really helpful, I find, when I run Specialist, or even Assault, really, that you can have 1 to 2 more, or even 3 more perks if you take off all those things. And I don't really find a need for a secondary when I'm using this. It's kind of more like a hybrid weapon. It's like a submachine gun almost. Sometimes when I use it, I forget that it's an assault rifle, but that's probably mostly because of the silencer. It's not the most accurate weapon in its class, however. It's got a decent spread on it, so that's one of the reasons I highly recommend using a grip. The grip is going to really lower the recoil, and the silencer really makes it bounce, so a grip is a really good idea if you're going to be shooting people at long ranges, which this thing can pull off, really. It's got a decent amount of damage in Call of Duty Ghosts. It's helpful that people have absolutely 0 health, so if you get the first shot on somebody, typically you'll get the kill, unless you're at an extremely long range and they have a weapon with a long barrel or whatever on it. It's gonna drop you, but otherwise, this weapon's really good. I used it in all different kinds of game modes, with all different kinds of classes. I know quite a bit of my friends use this as soon as they got the game, and they have a lot of variety in their classes. Theirs is very different than mine. I know I only showed 1, but there are so many different kinds of attachments and combinations of perks, etc. that work on this gun that I think it doesn't matter what your playstyle is, you're going to be able to pick up this weapon and use it and enjoy it as soon as you start playing the game. So that's all I wanted to talk about today, guys. I hope this helped. I hope you enjoy this. I hope this kind of gets some of you thinking, if you don't have the game yet, that you might want to use the Honey Badger. It's a great weapon, and I hope you enjoy it. Please remember to like and subscribe and all that stuff, and I will be seeing you guys soon. Thanks.